Ooh, here we go. Stream has been started. I'm a little late tonight. I'm going to do that. Just doing some stuff on my other screen, letting people know about the stream and such. And I'll be right back to the actual stream in a moment. Shouldn't be too long. There we go. And the message has been sent. Let me double check. Yep, the music is put on loop. And I am all ready to start tonight. Very cool. Okay. Alright. So, if we remember last time, we had done some work on the clouds. I'd like to retouch them in the future, but I'll leave them as such for now. Mostly in this direction, it's quite nice. These ones can use some work. But yeah, it wasn't too complicated, so I could come back to this in the future. However, tonight specifically, it's going to be a little bit different on the stream because we won't be doing any VR, and the reason is that I have now officially moved out of the condo. I'm staying over at my parents' house for a few months while while we get the house built, and then after that we'll be moving over to the new house. But yeah, everything went well for that part of the move. The only issue is I haven't had time to take all the VR stuff out yet. So I think tonight what I'm going to do is just do some really chilled, like, modeling and such. Let me also change the lighting. Okay, it's set to 0 right now. Let's have it like something like that, I guess. That's fine. And yeah, let's get to modeling. So, what I had in mind for tonight is just do maybe some interior stuff. I haven't touched the interior in a little while, and so far we're using these objects that come from the asset store. But I think it's time to make our very own little 3D assets. So if you'll just give me a moment as I see if I can find like my references. If at any point you see much inside the house, I don't think you do. Turn the sound off. Here we go. So she goes up to the door. It's fine. I guess the door is also something I could do in the future. Get a good view of the door here. Actually, okay. The painting on this is like some sort of foresty kind of look, and painting in here is of mountains. I see. Okay, so we've got a door, we've got this little candle holder thing, which I'm not sure makes any sense, but maybe I'm wrong. Got this mirror over here, got double cupboards, a cupboard over here. There isn't a pan, eh? No, it's literally just that, and then it goes on to other things. Cool. So let's start with this. Let's start with what we can see here. Oh, hello person that just joined. Okay. And how do I want to do this? Do I want to set it up so that it's literally just like in the anime, like fixed position, or do I want to have them separate? I think I kind of want to have them half and half. Okay, so what I'm going to do in that case is that I'm going to start with the door, I think is what we're going to do, and take it from there really. Let's go into Blender. House. No, that's the wrong one. So open. Is it room that I want? Surely it would be on the in the project. Let me just pop over to the project real quick. 300 years, assets, and art. Environment. Layers, materials, terrain, no. 3D, that's what it is. House. Okay, so I went in and I don't have a blend file, which makes me think that I did something stupid. So let's just take a look, see how dumb I was. Do I still have a house file laying around? Room.blend. Don't think that's it. There is house.blend on the desktop, eh? House.blend. Let's take a look. No, that's the old first attempt that I was making at making our little house. Okay. So that's not the one. Let's try room. I don't think that's it though. Let's try room, and worst off. Oh no, that's definitely not it. Okay, so plan B. Let's go to new, general, and I'm gonna go over to my folder. So Unity project, 300 years, assets, art, 3D, house FBX, and just drag that in. Maybe get rid of these actually. So can I not drag drop this? It's giving me the icon like I should be able to drop this. Guess I can't. Import FBX. Once again, non-gaming, Unity project, 300 years, assets, art, 3D, house FBX. There we go. And I'll just have to use this, I guess. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Okay. What do we have if we click on the other balls? Do we have like actual, oh, see-through, that's pretty nice. And textures, that's what I was hoping for. Wait, I just realized, why is this see-through? And this should, okay. I think everything has been inverted for some reason. Except the roof. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I seem to have done something a little bit dumb. And I didn't actually save house. I didn't actually save the house blend file, or I got rid of it at some point thinking that it was something else. Let's just take another last look, but I think that's the case. Foliage, room. House is the other house. Yeah. Okay. 300 years. Oh, there's a raw art folder in 300 years with the house blend. Oh, that looks promising. Let's see. With any luck, I was smart and I put it in the right place. Can you show me everything, please? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Alright. Let's get rid of the other one. Don't save. I did it right. I'm surprised. Okay. Right, so we have the little entrance here. Now what I'd like to do actually is find out if this is the correct distance, because things are a bit wonky in VR for widths. So let's just see standard door size. Alright. Okay, one of the most common floor door sizes in America houses. Admittedly, this would be possibly Japan, but let's just go with it. Is 36 inches wide and 80 inches tall. Okay. Let's see how much 36 inches is in metric. That is 91.44. Okay. So let's go ahead and add in a box, a cube. Bring this out here. And what I'm going to do is... Oh, I clicked too quickly. Alright, let's get rid of this box. Oh, it's counting as house interior? Okay. Delete vertices. There we go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be in edit mode when I did that. So let's have a new cube. And we're going to have it size of 0.9144. So that'll be a square of the size that we want. And now if I grab the cube and I move it to the entrance, we'll know that that's actually the standard size for a door. So it's actually a bit wide, which is what I thought. So let's go select, house exterior perhaps? Hopefully that is the correct one. So select this and this, select this and this. And I'm going to scale it in a little bit. That is the correct size, or so it seems. However, yeah, that's what I thought. This size is now too far, so I suppose I'll have to go into edit mode. Can I be in edit mode for two things at once? I'm sorry, what? Okay, let's bring this back then. Here we go. And we're going to select this one and also go into edit mode. Now we're in edit mode for both those things. Oops. There we go. And I need a way to select this one here, 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 here. I think that worked. Just select all this, and now I should be able to move everything together up until the point where I get to there. Okay, and for height was 80 inches, so let's check that out. 80 inches tall, that's 203 centimeters, so we're going to take our cube. We're going to redo the cube actually. Let's have a get out of edit mode. Don't do that error twice. Mesh cube, and that is the correct width, we now know, but we want the correct height, which should be 2.032. So that should be the correct height. And just do that and pull this out here. Okay. See, it's a little bit, I made it a little bit too tall again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this to be approximately the right width, like that, and we're going to move this down to the floor, and then I'm going to do the same. Actually, let's scale this in as such, just a little bit. Here we go. And now we're going to select this, go into edit mode for both of these now that I know I can do that. I did not realize that at first. So this, and this right there. And now we're going to move this down. It's actually not quite the right size, but that's okay. Move this down to go here. And get out of edit mode, select the cube. And I know I said that it was okay, but I would like it to be approximately the right width. It's fairly good. Maybe a little bit off. Yeah. Like that. That looks good. Okay. Now I can select my box and move it and make sure that all the other doors in that place are exactly this size. Then we'll have at least American standard doors, which, like I said, probably not the best. Considering this is supposed to be happening in Japan, but at least it's a Japanese show. But we're gonna roll with it. I think that's pretty good. Here we go. And we're going to move this here. So it looks like this door is actually not that bad. I must have looked this up at some point. And I'm getting the message that Unity just crashed. Is that true? Yeah, look at that. Interesting. Okay, well that's a prompt for another time. Okay, so it's not perfectly the size, but it's also not too bad. I think I'm just gonna leave that. Let's check if the top one is, about the right size. Push this in. Looks like it's pretty good. It's just the front door that was a bit wide. Oh, actually, that's a bit off, yeah. Let's hide the teleportation mesh. Put it approximately centered. And yeah, that's not right. That one's not right. Okay, so this will be house interior. And we're going to just kind of select stuff. Okay. Alright, let's move our cube once more. Alright, get out of that mode. think this will be good actually. If it's like somewhat, there we go. And house interior, get into edit mode, and now I should be able to simply select these sides and scale that out to be, yeah, looks like up here, to be about the size I want. I'd like it to stick a little bit more. Here we go. And now I have a door that's the same size here as well. All of this will have messed a little bit with the UVs, but I think that's not too bad. Alright. So let's get rid of our cube. Here we go. And let's take another look at the reference for our door, because we're about to start on it. Okay. So it has a bit of a door frame around it, which was to be expected, and it has quite a lot of details inside. Can we look at the outside of this door again? Okay. So on the outside you see it doesn't actually have a frame, it's just kind of embedded in the wall. And I have no idea how it's meant to open, but yeah, so we have this door and it's embedded in the wall, kind of sticking in a little bit. And once you're, yep, thank you. Once you're inside, you have this frame around it. I'd like to get between those two frames. Free for anyone who wants it. If only the housing market worked like that. Alright, so this is actually a bit of a ledge, I'm realizing. However, is it a hole? It is a hole. Interesting. Okay, let's take house exterior. Go into poly mode, and we're going to move this up, I think. Let's just... Is that just one block? Oh, look at that. Okay. Move that up to here. There we go. Perfect. And let's not worry about the fact that there's a tiny ledge, because it's not worth worrying about. Cool. Now we're going to work on the door. So how about just in-house? You know what? Let's make a whole new object for the things on the inside. So let's go over to add, mesh, and cube. That's the correct height, yeah. But not the correct width. So let's start with that. Rename this. Call this door entrance. There we go. And we're going to move that up till we go here, and we're going to move that out till we go here, and then we're going to scale this into place very simply. Can I put myself in front facing mode? Yep, there we go. Interesting. So you see, because I was doing this in perspective mode, I may have messed this up slightly. Let me check. Yeah, this is currently in there, and this is the correct height. Alright, well, we'll have more things to fix then. So let's just move this over here. And that should be about correct. Now let's scale this in. Something like that, actually. Something like that. pull this out. Okay, this is going to be our door. It is meant to be the correct height, which is great, and now it should be the correct width. Um, is that correct? Yeah. So actually, you know what? Let's grab house interior and exterior, go into poly mode, and make sure the height is correct in front facing. So then I know the height is 100% good. Here we go. Select that, select that, select that, select that, select that. Go into front facing mode and move that over to here. And we're going to do the same thing for the width. Get out of that mode, add, and I said 32 inches. So 32 inches in centimeters. Or did I say that? Average door. Average door. 36 inches, I'm sorry. 36 inches, that's 91.4, and we're just going to go ahead and add a mesh cube, and that'll be 0.914, and we're going to pull this all the way out to be in front of this guy, and it looks like we're fairly good actually. Yeah, the little bit I'm missing is not really that important. I guess I can do this a bit. It's just not the most easy to use tool. Something like that. Cool. And it might be too big now. Well, it's not that important, I don't think. It's fine. Alright, let's get rid of the cube and go back to our door. Entrance door. Okay, good. Back to our reference material. And we're going to start doing our best to make it look like the door in this shot here. So we got the window panes all over here on the top side. And then we got a lower place. Now, I think there's a certain ratio that doors usually take for this. I don't think it's half and half. Okay, so if we look at doors, yes, thank you, in Google Images, what do we get here? Okay, so this is where the handle is, and it is about halfway through actually. Okay, this one might just simply be half and half, or maybe, yeah, maybe a bit lower than half. Okay, let's go with that, half and half. So we're going to, that actually makes things a lot simpler. Go into poly edit mode, go to loop cut, put a loop cut in, and then we're going to start fiddling around with this over here. And I think I know how I'm going to do it. Okay. For the lower part though, I'm going to have an offset loop. How does this work? Oh. I don't want to though. Select this, and this, and we're going to, let's see if I can do it with offset movement. See, it's putting it in different places where I don't want it to. Okay, let's not do that. So let's select the top, oops, no, undo. Select the top on the two sides, and we're just going to start with that. Let's go down to insert faces, and do something like this. There we go. And then select scaling, and we're going to squish it down over here. Okay, so now I have the inner part. So wood on the exterior, and then these are glass panes and stuff. So the next thing I want to do is this kind of effect here. We have like a diamond shape and then a cross in the middle. So to do that, we're going to perhaps just link this here and this here and use that as a guide. Let's try that. Let's try that. I don't know how it will work. So if I select the points and I select this point and this point and I do connect, connect vertex path, here we go. And can I do this one and connect them? Yeah, cool. So now I have a big old X. The next thing I'm going to want to do is like do something here. And something here. Maybe actually what I want to do, they're all the same on both sides, okay, is take a loop tool, put this here, this, where is it? Here. So now we already have the center cross shape, and then we're going to be able to link these points up with what I was doing before. So select this, and we're going to do a connect, this and do a connect, this and do a connect, and I'll just keep going. Same on the other side. Connect. Connect. And connect. There we go. So these are the interiors of the panes, sorry. And then I need to do something for the exteriors and have cuts over here. Let's see what I can do. If I select this, is there a way to bevel? That could work. Okay, that's not the cleanest, admittedly. But if I was to do this on both sides, right? And to bevel. Oh, it's actually moving that. Okay, let's move that like this. Have some thickness. Undo. That's a bit too thick, actually. As such, then am I allowed to select this? Remove that. Oh god, I just removed everything. edge and face, vertices, only face. Okay. Can I select this point and do a connect vertex path? Yeah. And it cuts into that, which is actually what I wanted. I'm going to have to remove this vertice. Ah, that's completely broken, eh? Edge. I should be able to remove the edge without removing the face underneath, though. Okay. Dissolve edge. Ah, there we go. So if I select this guy and do dissolve vertice, there we go. And then I can like dissolve this as well. Oh, no, not like that though. Okay, so let's link these up. Connect. Connect. And as you can see, it's not perfect. It's not exactly as in the anime, but it'll do. It'll do. Vertice, vertice, here we go. And then I can make another one for the cross in the middle and push everything else in. Good. Dissolve edge. Dissolve edge. Oh, I didn't do this side yet. Dissolve edge. I don't think I actually need this line here at all. So let's just do dissolve edge. Dissolve edge. Dissolve edge. And do, this is pretty good. Let's do the front now. Okay. Select this. Can I do more than one at a time? I don't believe I can. Connect vertex path. This one. Connect vertex path. This one. Connect vertex path. This one. Connect vertex path. There we go. And now we can dissolve the vertices that are too much. Dissolve vertice, dissolve vertice. If I do dissolve vertice on this, what happens? Nothing. Good. And I don't have the back one, so I'm good. Dissolve vertice and dissolve vertice, and finally dissolve vertice. But this one we actually do want to. Oh no, this one you don't want to keep. I'll remove it too. Dissolve vertice. Here we go. Select all of these and make the centery stuff. Ooh, okay. One is going to be thicker than the other. So let's make it approximately as wide as we want the horizontal one to be. And then I'm going to select this. Oops, no, not like this though. This here, and on the other side, this here. Go into scale mode and just scale that out. Here we go, something like that, I think. Something like that. Okay. And do we need this triangle here? That's a bit of a strange shape. I don't think I care though. I'll do it anyway. Let's connect. So it's J. Yeah, it's J. Okay, select that J, that J, that J. Here we go. As such, do the same in the front. This is just to make sure that it is looking in the right directions with the normals, but honestly I don't think I needed to do this at all. Here we go. So yeah, we got the front part all done. Now we're going to do the window panes. That part is going to be quite simple now that I have this here. I'm just going to select every part that is like a window, as such, and I'm going to go ahead and do extrude region by normal. Along normals, I believe is the one I want. We'll find out soon enough. Let's just check. Yeah, normals is the one I wanted. So let's bring this in a little bit. And as you can see, it's going through itself right now, which is not what we want. Let's just give it a little bit of thickness as such. Good, good, good. And now I should be able to... Oh, I don't have different materials set up for this yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is once again look at our reference, and it is completely wood except for the pane. And I've forgotten this little handle here, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a new material. There we go. I'm going to call this glass, and I'm going to assign it. And now everything is assigned to glass, admittedly. So let's just select everything and make ourselves a new material. That was a bit quick on my side. So this is going to be plain wood, and that's going to be assigned to everything currently. And then I'm going to create one last that's going to be wooden planks. Plank wood. There we go. And let's once again just select all of these window panes. Here we go. And we're going to assign glass to it. There we go. And from what I hear, my music just died. Let's start that up again. Here we go. Okay. So I now have this nice little shape for my window. Next thing to do will be to make a plank of wood here, and then a bunch of plank of woods at the bottom. So, let us just go ahead and select loop, cut, put it here, and then I'm just going to bring this up here. Something like this for this plank. Here we go. And now I'll be able to make this different than this with the UVs. Give myself a bit of a guiding line so that these planks will go downwards and this one will go sideways. Let's see. We're coming along pretty well. It's going to make a lot more sense once I put textures and unwrap it. But the next thing I'm going to want to do is the little door handle. I don't actually know how it works. Let's take a look. Okay, so apparently the handle disappears. Yes, thank you. Go to the shot. There we go. And oh, see, it's like a little hand thing. So what I'm thinking it is meant to be is kind of like you got the door here, and then you have the handle, which is like a thin piece of wood here, something like that, and then you have something behind it, just kind of holding it there. So there's a little like hand space. Let me darken. There we go. So there's a little hand space where you put your hand in here, and then you can open and close it. I think that's what is happening. I think that's the design behind this door, and both handles are on this side from what I see. In both cases, yeah, looks like that. So it comes up to about here. It goes down fairly farther. So let's go ahead, and I think the easiest way to do this will be just to add myself a U cube and bring this all the way out and just scale it down to the size that we want it and have it kind of floating. Have it floating near the door, so something like this for width and or depth, I guess. And let me take a second look. I may have been mistaken. I can't make sense of it. Okay, I can't make sense of it in the anime, so let's just move this up. Something like that, right? Have it stick out just like this. It's actually a bit thick, so let's squash it down a little bit. Something like this. Put ourselves in front-facing mode, because I learned that lesson the hard way. And just kind of have it pretty much flush. Not quite, just a little bit off. And then I'll have something behind this right here. And I could do it in two different ways, but I think what I'm going to do is just this. Duplicate it, move this here, and it'll be like two pieces of wood essentially, which admittedly is probably what you would do in real life on this door. Something like that, and it kind of clips into itself with us. It's fine. Just fix it a little bit. There we go. Something like that, and then I can select this. Whoa! Wrong button. Here we go. And yeah, duplicate it again. Move this out, and then I need to flip this. Here we go, and we're going to move this over here so I have something to gauge it off of. Here we go. That looks pretty good. So let's just lock it here, and now we have ourselves a door. It's pretty good. I have no idea how this door is meant to be locked, but it's pretty good. Okay, so let's select that. I am selecting edges. That's why I'm having trouble. There we go. All of this, and it looks like, judging by what I see, oops, that's shift, not control, by what I see in the reference, that it actually goes quite high up. So let's go up to here. I'm streaming. Here we go. Dad just came to say hi. There we go. So we now have ourselves a little door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select different things and assign them different materials. So let's select this, and this. And plain wood, assign that to that. This is glass. This is plain wood. This is plain wood. This is plain wood. Good. So let's select that, and that, and that, and give it wood plank. And then we're going to do the same for the bottom. Let me see the door a little bit closer, actually. Just one more time. Okay, I see. So there's like an edge all the way down that I didn't realize. And this is actually wider than I had realized. So let's just change the sizes a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't break things too much. I don't think it will. I think I'll be just fine. So this. There we go. Just squish this down just a bit. I say just a bit, and look what I've done to my boy. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix this laughter. Here we go, here we go. And this actually doesn't need to be here at all, is what I'm realizing. Okay, well, let's start with that. So I take the top sides, I take the bottom sides, and I'm going to make them thicker as well. Go and just squish that down. Something like that, right? Sure, he says, unimpressed by the work he's done. Let's select this over here. And hopefully I can like unsquish this, if that makes any sense. Right. So what I was about to do is just scale this, which like I can, I guess. Make this thick once more, but as we can see, it has now messed up the shape of the door. You know what? I'm just going to deal with this. So let's select our outer points. Go. And here we go. And outer points over here. And it looks like, oh no, I was going to say, it looks like it selected the edge, but that's not true. It's just telling me that all the points along the edge have been selected. So that should be fine. If I want this to work, this won't work. Okay, undo. Okay, let me think. How am I going to do this without breaking it? I'd have to move this outwards. This edge here. This edge here. This edge here. This edge here. Yeah, that looks about right. And the same at the bottom. So this edge here. This edge here. This edge here. This edge here. And we're just going to scale this up. Here we go. That looks thick enough, I think, for our needs. Something like that. Oh, they're actually quite big in the anime, so let's do that. Let's make it nice and thick. There we go. And now we're going to do the same down here. So select this one. Select this one. Select this one. Select this one. There we go. The other sides too. Here. Here and here. And now I should be able to scale. Something like that, I think. That's pretty good. There we go. And now the door doesn't stick out as much anymore, which is good as well. Okay, next thing is that there's a big old plank here. So I had it in my head that this was actually like well lined, but it looks like it isn't. It looks like it's just a big old plank down here. And it actually looks like there's a bit of what you call that? Texture isn't quite the word I'm looking for, but like differentiation on where everything is. So let's spend way too much time on this one door and do it right. So if I do a loop currently, where does that end the loop? It ends it up here, right? Okay, so let's do that. Take this loop, move it over here. Put ourselves in front-facing mode just to make sure we're fairly close. Yeah, that looks about right. And then we're going to select this, and this, and this, and this. Right, once again, front-facing mode. and we're gonna go by eye. Based off of what I see on the top, that should be about right. Okay, so we have this big long line down. Okay, so there's a plank here. And then other things. Cool. Let's keep working the shape then. If I select this and I delete it, dissolve vertice, I get this shape. If I take this and I dissolve vertice, I get this shape. And if I select this and this and click on J, I get a straight line. Good. Good. If I select this and I click J, I get a straight line as well. Straight-ish line anyway. Let's not question that too much. It's a bit awkward, but it's fine. And select this and select J once more, I get a line. So now I should be able to make things have slightly different widths, depths. Depths is what I meant to say. And I'm going to have to do this for here as well. So let's do that, and then we'll clean it up after, because I am making a mess in my topology. Here we go, J. Here we go, J. Here we go, J. And here we go, J. Alright, let's clean it up a little bit. So dissolve vertice and dissolve vertice, dissolve vertice and dissolve vertice, and let's just keep doing that because I have a feeling that I'm going to have to actually make the outer part stick out a little bit. Here we go. Dissolve vertice, dissolve vertice, dissolve vertice, dissolve vertice. Here we go. And there we go. Okay. So, do I actually have a shot where I can see the top of this door? Yes, but it's further away. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing here is I'm going to extrude all of this, make it stick out. This was supposed to be a plank actually, I'm realizing. If I select this and I select this and do J. Ew, why? Why? Is it because of that one edge? Let's get rid of the edge then. That is so bizarre. Okay, so select this and select this. J? Why? Why would you cut by there? That makes no sense. Okay. If I take a loop, what can I do here? I can make a line. Okay, I can make a line. I can go into this mode, bring this down to here. And yeah, that's a bit off actually, but we're going to deal with that later. This is actually pretty spot on from what I'm seeing. Okay, so now I should be able to select this, this, and do J. This, J. What's happening? This, J. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. This, J. Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't connected there or something. Alrighty. And let's select this, and this. Go into front-facing mode. And see if I can like fix this a little bit. Hello? Let's use this as a line, and it needs to be just sticking out just a little bit. I think it's better. Yeah, it's better. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on the other side now. So let's add our loop here and go into front facing mode and move this to be lined up with that. Oops, over there. There, slightly more, slightly less, slightly less. There we go, that's smack on. And now I should be able to take vertices, select that one, select this one, J, get rid of this one, dissolve edges. There we go, and now I'm going to be able to once again select this one, select, oops, this one, do J, and delete, delete, dissolve edge, and then I can select this one and this one, J, do the same on the other side. Ah, there we go. So now we have this well limited, and I'll be able to select the edge loop perhaps. Okay, I guess I can't select the edge loop. I forget what the key is for that. That's okay. Looks like I've got it all. And I'm going to move this down to something like that, I think. That's pretty good. And now we get rid of this one down here. So let's select everything involved in this. Hopefully I can do this all in one foul swoop. So dissolve edges, and if I go to this, it seems to have removed the vertices as well, which is what we wanted. Good. And now what we're going to do is just take our door handles, our pieces of door handles, and we're going to move these aside because we're going to be bringing them back after. Because now what I want to do is select all of this outside part, and even if it doesn't make the most sense, I'm just going to do this way because I can't be bothered to do it correctly. And we're just going to extrude this a little bit the other way, something like that it looked like. And then for this part and this part, we're going to extrude inwards. Something like that. And we have some nice like differentiation and stuff. Select that, select everything of that, and move this over to the side view. And then we're going to like put colors on this, I think, because I am going to have trouble visualizing. Okay, cool. So we have our door now, and it's small details, but I think it adds something. So glass, yes, base color for glass is going to be like yellow, so I can see it. Plain wood is going to be brownish, once again, so I can see it mostly. And then wood plank is also going to be brownish, but dark brown. Here we go. So I can see everything that has been selected. I can leave that as that, but what I would like to do is plain wood, because the glass is going to be pretty much a plain color. I would like plain wood to not be a base color, but rather a texture, image texture. There we go. Let's just get out of this mode for a moment. Plaster stone roofing, wood, plaster. Exterior should have wood. Wooden beam. Copy data path, let's go with that, and go over to door entrance and plain wood. We're going to not do that apparently. Okay, sure. Can I do this? I cannot. Okay, if I go over here and I select this, where does it lead me? Over here. Copy this. Door entrance, and now I should be able to paste this. And select planks, stone wall, wood, albedo smoothness. There we go. And it's all messed up, which is exactly what I wanted, believe it or not, because I'll be able to actually check to see if it's working. As for this one, I'm going to take image texture once again and go into here, modules, and we're going to look for planks this time. Planks albedo. Perfect. So we see that this is actually not planks at the moment, so I am going to want to change that. Let's select this, put ourselves in edit mode, and just go ahead and select this and that, and put this as plank wood assign. It's all messed up. Cool. All right, now let's do some UV work. I may actually want to move that. All right, let's move these slightly higher. As such, and if I put myself in front-facing mode and I move this up here, something like that. I think it's pretty good. Okay. Good. Well, let's start with this. This is the simplest one. This is not supposed to be plank. It's actually supposed to be wood. Is this also plank? Plank wood. Plank wood. No, this is plain. 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 Plank. Plank. This is plain. Plank. Plank. This is plain. There we go. Plank. Plank. This is also plain. There we go. It's like that. It's like that. And I'll worry about the bottom after. I don't think it's even seeable. And let's go into unwrapping, which UV, unwrap, UV editing. There we go. Cool. So we got the UVs here. Let's select everything for these two panels. And go into UV, just unwrap. Let's just see what it gives us. Okay, so it like separated it, which, you know, fair enough. Wait a minute, is there like a plank top part that I didn't realize? Okay, sure then. Let's see if we can select this. God, this is gonna be hard. Hard to get my cursor to focus on. There we go. Yeah, it's turning me from over there. It's like that. And select this. Here we go. And now if I select all of this and I do UV unwrap, unwrap, what does it give me? I can't remember how to zoom in on selection in Blender. Let's take a look at that. Blender, zoom on selection. Zoom on selected. How to focus on selected object. In Maya we press F without knowing Maya specific, pressing dot on your keyboard. This adjusts your 3D view. No it does not. No it does not. What about this one? Oh! Local. This is nice. It's not what I wanted, but it's nice. Okay, so let's go over here and give it a rotate. As such. And I think this and this are the same thing. What is this? What is this? What is this? Let's just try moving it. Okay, that's the back. This part isn't being affected. Okay, so let's put this over this. They are going to be the exact same thing. So, sure. Let's select these two and move them down because this little part is like ridiculously small. This is the texture we're dealing with. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to select this, move this to say here, take this and move this to say here, take this here, can I not do this? Ah, okay. Move this to say here, and let's move this, oops. I just want the points though. Okay, let's check, select points here, and move this to say here. Something like that. Maybe like just a little bit of a hint of there being something else at the bottom. It's like that, I think. Which is essentially what I was looking for. This is stretched, but it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, good. Well, that went super well. Let's do another one. What happens if I select this, 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 and this? Here we go. These are cross. Of course they are. So let's just... Doing an unwrap will not work in this case. Let's try to do a cube. Okay. It's a bit weird. Okay, that's not what I want. So how is this working? This is the top. What's this? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not good. Let's make that bigger. Something like that, I think. Something like this. And these are way, way, way too big. Yeah. Something like that. Here we go. Here we go. Make this smaller in general. And this one as well. Move this over, I don't know. Something like that. Sure, why not? Okay, so we got that one done. We're going to move on to this now. This. Without this. Okay, do the same over here. Let's just do that and then I could worry about the sides. So select everything and let's just do a unwrap and see what it gives us. Okay. I don't like the grain in that position, but that's not so bad. So let's just rotate this a little bit. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Something like that, I think. That's pretty good. Let's do everything around it now. Which we will almost never see, so it doesn't bother me as much. And they all have like extra. Oops, that. Okay, let's not do this one yet. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. And now if I was to just do an unwrap, it would be horrible if I'm not mistaken. Let's try it. Yeah, because it's there's no seam. So what I'm going to do is do, instead of a unwrap, do a cube projection. Okay. Sure. Not that way. Yeah, this doesn't need to be. Okay. And let's see, that's it's fine. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. So let's select these. These maybe? Okay. These ones? Okay. These ones? Ooh, that's a weird shape. You know what? It stays that way. I'm not going to invest any more time into that. Alright, let's select these two. This, 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 this. I think that's all we need. And we're going to select everything and we're going to do a cube map because my last foray into that hasn't been the best. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's try just a regular unwrap. Okay. In which direction do I need to scale that? Something like this. There we go. I think that's fine. That works. And I didn't do this side, is what I realized. Okay, let's do the same. So select that. Just go up the side here. And I am now realizing that I have just spent an hour and a half making this one door. So a one door that I'm now realizing I won't be able to reuse because this is the only outside door. Yeah. Okay. Not my best thought, but I am pretty dumb right now, so you know. Here we go. Oh, it's gonna be a nice door though. It's gonna be a nice door. Okay, let's select that and that. And that and that. And let's see if I can go back to modeling for a moment. Are these still selected? Yeah. And I'm gonna want these to be plank actually. Assign. And now I go back to UV editing. Here we go, and I am going to do a simple unwrap on them. Oh, they did something stupid. Okay. I am going to do a UV project from view. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm going to select these two. I'm going to move them over these two as such, and I'm going to select all four of them, and I'm going to move them up to here. So it's going to be like the top of this beam. That should be good. Now I have to figure out what to do with this shape. Okay, so let's select that, that, that. If I do just like a simple forward projection on this, it's actually going to mess up a little bit because it's not going to follow the grain for wood. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to select this, and this, and I'm just going to select that and go into UV unwrap, which will give me a shape. Not the shape I was hoping for, nor the shape I was expecting, but a shape nonetheless. There we go, move that there, move that there. I think this is the center, which is crazy to me. Yeah, it is. Okay. Interesting. And then I'm going to take this shape here and this shape here and just kind of squish them down because they're I don't quite understand how it thought that this was a good unwrap. Okay, let me see if I can do better. Something like that to straighten that out. Something like this to straighten it out. We are going to select this, these two up here, and those two down here, and just squish these together because these are the ones that are not supposed to be very wide. And then we're going to select all of this and just move that up. Okay. And I think I'm wrong about what exactly is happening here. Which leads me to be very confused. So if I select all of this and rotate it, right? I select all of this and I rotate it. There we go. I make it straight. Then the fibers are going in the right direction. Okay. No, that was what was going on. It's just that it's a bit of an awkward shape because of this. Maybe I can take that and rotate it. And rotate this. There we go. Something like that, right? Okay. And now I have to do the others. 7 of them. Let's take this and move it over here. Let's select all these. Let's see if I can do this quickly. I have the impression this won't work, but I am going to try because this is taking really long. There we go, and the same over here. As such. And what can I do with these? Can I do a smart UV project? That's actually not so bad. That's actually not so bad. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that on all of these. So select everything in here. UV, unwrap, smart UV project. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's actually really good. What if I select absolutely everything? Let's do a crazy test here. No, actually that won't work. I just realized because of what I read having to do with angles and such, it's going to take the entire face as a face, which logically in most circumstances makes sense, but not in ours. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to try it just on this, and I think we're going to see exactly what I mean. So if I do this and I do a smart UV project, it is, yeah, a bit weird. Okay, we're not doing that. So what I'm going to do instead is just select this, this, and this. Oops, not that one. This, and this, and do a smart UV project on that part. Yep, and here we go. Select UV, unwrap smart UV project. Okay, here we go. And we're going to scale all this down. These are all that, aren't they? No. These are all that. Here we go. Sure. You know what? Sure. And if it doesn't work too well, that's fine. Because I've stopped caring. Okay, let's do that. And once again, unwrap Smart UV project. Let's see what it gives us. It gives us something that's okay at best. I would like these to be much more smaller though. There we go. And finally, this, and this. Once again, just a smart UV project, and let's see what it gives us. Something way too big, but these are teeny tiny details, so let's just do that with them. There we go. And that is one side. Let's do the other side now. Alright, here. At least now I know about the smart UV projection. So let's do this. And that. And UV project, unwrap. Here we go, smart UV project. Here we go. And I'm going to accept this, even if it isn't the best. And I'm going to do the same over here. And we're just going to see what it gives us. Select these, smart UV project. Once again, I'm going to scale these down. It just bothers me that they're that big. Here we go. Even if that's actually a little big. Something like that. And here we go. Stop that. This. Unwrap. Smart UV project. Here we go. And select these and squash these down and make them smaller. And this is fine. This is fine. Only the little bits left, and then probably the top there. That's what I'm looking at. Here we go. Once again, smart UV. It doesn't matter, it's fine. These are teeny tiny details. As such, here we go. And then that I think I did already. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's do this. This, and this. And select that and just do an unwrap on it, maybe. Here we go, select this and move that down. And this and move that down. And this and move that up. Oops. Just some better access, please. Select all this, give it a little rotation. As such, I think it's pretty good. There we go. And save. And now we are going to get out of local. There we go. Very happy about learning about local. I clicked on A there, that is fine. Get out of edit mode. Oh, I can't move like that, okay. There we go, door entrance. Where is my house? Here is my house. And we're going to move the door into here. And we want it to be symboled in just like this. And I may be wrong, but I think that it's something's off here. We'll look in Unity. Okay, so we have the kind of sinking in effect on that side, and yeah, okay, this is sticking out. Alright, I'm seeing this now. Sure, so exterior. Hello, exterior. I'm going to get out of UV mode, which I just realized I was still in. And we're going to select this. Sorry, select the edges of this. Here we go. That, and that, and that. And we're just going to move this back. Something like that. That's fine. And then we'll have like the borders eventually for the door. Now we're going to select our door once more. Go and get out of edit mode, please. Select the door. And just move it into position. And let's see, it's sunken in here, and it's kind of sticking out here actually. Let's do it this way. And I have absolutely no way of opening the door, is what I realized. But for the moment, that is not an issue. So let's have a export FBX mesh. I don't want anything but the mesh in here. And we're going to go to apply transform. There is no animation. Get out of raw art. Assets, art, 3D, house FBX, export, and hope that it works. Okay, and we're going to have to reopen the project because for some reason it crashed while I was in Blender, which worries me a little bit. And then we'll be able to apply the correct materials on it. Ooh. Okay, good. House, select. Okay, house, select. There we go. House FBX. We're going to do door entrance. And that is actually correct. That is the correct material, I think. Okay, not for the material, not for this one though. That one is not correct. Okay, so if I go to materials, glass, because I named it glass, is actually that. So window. So our glass is going to be window, plain wood, plain plank wood. That is wooden beams and wooden planks. So plank wood will be plank wooden underscore planks, and this will be wooden underscore boards, I suppose. Apply. There we go. I did it backwards. Okay. Planks and boards. Apply. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but this isn't right. So, the boards, eh? This is though. The rest of it is working quite well. Okay, so what's happening with boards? Oh. Okay. Okay. So they're not using the materials, the textures that I thought they were. Let's have a new one. Let's call it wooden planks door. Sure. And in here, let's take a look. So, wood albedo smoothness. Let's look for plank. Plank smoothness. Yeah, that's the one. Plank normal. Yeah, that's the one. And let's just leave it like that as such. Well, now go into here, select that, and I should be able to select this planks door. Apply. There we go. So now I have a door, and it has some reflection for the window. A bit too much actually, but that's not so bad. Let's take a look if I can change something on the window for how maybe make it a bit yellowish, yellow tinted, and lower the metallic and smoothness of it. Yellow's not doing it for me. Okay, let's leave it blue. And then I can reduce the metallic and the smoothness a little bit. Just make it a little foggy, I think. There we go. We have our own little door. I'm missing the around space, and then after that I'll be missing a way to actually open said door. But you know, that's not the end of the world. I can't actually test the VR stuff tonight, so I think what I'm going to do is just do the border around here on the outside of the door, on the inside of the house rather, and call it here for tonight. Let's go back to here. So this should be really simple to do. I'm going to take house interior, do a little thing. Local. No, that wasn't it. Local. There we go. So I don't see anything else. And now I'm going to select edge, 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 and I'm going to extrude this on its normal. Oh, not quite. Okay. What about? Oh, that's no. There we go. At least it's like going in the same direction. So I should be able to take that and just move this upwards slightly. Let's put ourselves in side view and yeah, move this up so that it looks fairly flush with the ground. That looks good. And just give it a little bit of a thingy. Okay, next is I'm going to make it plop out and then we're going to make it plop in. So, extrude region once again, just like that, and I'm going to make it bigger in that direction and make it bigger in this direction. Go into this view and yeah, it's pretty good. It comes out this way and then I put it in, but the issue is I'm going to have to flip all those normals. Okay, so let's go back into side view, go down here and select our little dimples and move these up to this. Such as, yeah, that's fine. Can I? No, I can't quite make it align perfectly. Alright, and what is this? Not important is what I see. And here we go. We're going to select once again the edges. And we're going to do a little thingy thing over here. And we're going to select this. I should be able to select, there we go, more twice. And now if I go to face, fill, insert, poke, I should be able to invert them. So maybe it's mesh, normals, flip. Here we go. Now I am going to give it, wood is fine, as long as it's not plaster, I guess. We are going to go into UV editing. Here we go, and we're going to give it a box, maybe, on right. Smart projection. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Here we go, and we're going to leave it as such, I think. Except for this guy up here, who I'm going to simply do unwrap on. Nope, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I dared say that I was going to do that. Do this, and do this. And on this case, we're going to also, you know what, not smart unwrap, we're going to do an unwrap, just a simple unwrap. So we have this in that direction. Let's save, put ourselves in modeling, save, get out of local, there we go. And we're going to go over to export and FBX, export the house as such. And there we go. Woo! Here, whoops, we are, can I select just the door entrance? Ah, there we go. So we now have this nice little door, and I'm forgetting how to use my stuff in Unity. There we go. It is kind of not perfectly in the frame, but I think for tonight, it's pretty good. We have ourselves a nice door, and next week when I come back to this, and I'll have my VR stuff set up. Hopefully, if I don't procrastinate for an entire week, I'll be able to come into here and actually have the door like react correctly. So I'll be able to push the door open and close it. I think that'll be a good thing to do next week. But for tonight, I'm going to call it here. For those of you who tuned in for any amount of time, thank you for passing by. And for those of you listening to this at a later date, thank you for listening. I have these streams every Tuesday evenings at 7 to 9 Eastern New York time. I forget the thing. And as you can hear, it's always a lot of fun with me trying to do things at the end of the day. So that's all for tonight, and bye.